What's up guys, I'm Improv and this is my Ironman. I have no special restrictions and just plan to play the game my own way and show that even if you don't have all day to play, you can still achieve great things. This is Casually Maxing. Alright, today the plan is to get some more combat tasks completed. Where I want to start first, I want to go out to the Crazy Archaeologist, so we're going to be heading into the wilderness. We already have 3 out of 4 tasks completed, so really not much left at all. Now, the last one we have left is to kill the Crazy Archaeologist 25 times. We have 10 kills there, and we have none of the drops or anything like that, which is fine. So we're going to head out to the wilderness. This is where we're bringing some ancient ice sacks so we can use barrage. Should be able to get the kills pretty quick. Hopefully we don't run into any trouble. This is the gear that I'm bringing, but we should be able to at least catch a freeze, I would imagine, if we do get attacked. But let's go get those kills and get that task completed. All right, kill number 1, we get some white berries. Cool. Like I said, I doubt that I'm really going to get attacked by anybody like high level here. I figure it'll probably be a lot of like lower levels PKing here just because this is like something that low level Ironmen will come do. So luckily it's only like 14 more kills though. Ooh, 150 cannonballs. I didn't even know the archaeologist could drop this. I didn't know the Crazy Archaeologist could drop cannonballs. There's the infamous 2 rune crossbow drop. The best way to get an early rune crossbow on any Iron Man account. Alright, here is our 25th kill coming in. Like I suspected, we did not run into a single PKer. There is the Crazy Archaeologist Adept achievement coming in. So I guess we can go ahead and get out of here. Let's go ahead and see what we got in our looting bag. For 15 kills, we ended up making 185k. The best drop there was definitely the Onyx Bolt Tips. We did get a rune crossbow drop and some cannonballs. So that was pretty nice. Now, what I want to do next is I want to go take on the other archaeologist. I figure if we're taking down one, we should take down both. We're going to go do the Deranged Archaeologist. This one, if I recall correctly, is the little bit more beefed up. This one here is in, what is it called? Fossil Island. So it is south of the tar monster. Basically, you just go to the mush tree, probably get hit by some tar monsters, and then run straight down there. I remember when it first came out, it was killing some people. So we'll have to be careful of that. In terms of tasks, I don't think they're all that crazy. So kill it 10 times, 25 times, kill it with only magical attacks, and kill the Deranged Archaeologist without anyone being hit by his Learn to Read attacks. I think his Learn to Read attacks are a lot like the Rain of Knowledge attacks from the Crazy Arc. So we're going to go do this. This seems like it should be pretty easy, though, especially with like a Trident. So we're going to go knock that out. Like I said, this is pretty much the exact same thing as Crazy Archaeologist, so we're going to kill this and hope for the best. It does have a really high magic defense, though, so I don't know what that's all about. Might only be for, like, lower level, though, so we should be alright. Okay, yeah, with, at this high level, this is cake. Alright. We are going to knock out all of these achievements. Alright, so there's Mage of the Swamp, which was just to kill it with just magical attacks, and then we also got the I'd rather be illiterate, which is kill the Deranged Archaeologist without anyone being hit by its Learn to Read attack. So very, very easy to do, especially at the later levels, like with a Trident, super easy. I just need to kill it basically 25 times to finish off these tasks here. That should be super, super easy, so we're going to knock that out. I think the reason that people were dying to this so much when it first came out is because that Learn to Read attack, if you get hit by it directly on your tile, it can hit for over 50. Which is pretty insane because before all we had was Crazy Archaeologist, which does not hit nearly that hard. So I think just a lot of people were not ready for it, and it's supposed to be more of like a low to mid-level boss. There's Deranged Archaeologist Novice, so we've now killed it 10 times. Just 15 more to go, and we will get our other combat tasks done. There we go. That is kill number 25, so our tasks here are done. Honestly, other than doing the combat tasks, this boss is not worth it. I'm gonna be real. Like, other than the tasks, like, the loot is pretty terrible. So I got like 2 Alks, got some Black Eyed Bodies, 6 Onyx Bolt Tips, and 50 rune knives. So we went and got ourselves a nice little Abyssal Demon task. So I figured this is a good time for us to go ahead and check out the Abyssal Sire. Now, I haven't done the Sire yet, so it's going to be new to me. However, there's been a lot of changes, especially in the last couple of months. So I'm going to put those on screen here. Basically, back in April, there were some changes that made it a little bit easier to deal with. So lung phase was shortened. They implemented a minimum hit of 50% of your weapon's max hit. They made Demon Bane weapons one-shot vents, which was a huge, huge upgrade. They increased Sire's hit points by 25 and introduced a 50% damage reduction during its transition phases, which doesn't really matter as much because of the other changes. And then the Scions and the Spawn's defense were reduced. So very, very nice. Plus, Demon Bane weapons are now guaranteed to hit Spawn. So that was big changes back in April. And then recently, about a week ago, they made it so Abyssal Sire no longer fully heals when defeated too quickly during phase transitions. So with those changes, Abyssal Sire should be easier than ever. So I figure it's a good time to come here and get our CAs done as well. So let's see what our combat achievements look like for this boss. We have, how many do we have? 219 to kill. So we're going to try to complete all of them in this. Like said before, if there's some crazy like speed trial ones, then maybe we won't be able to do it now. But these are the achievements that we need to do. Kill the Abyssal Sire 20 times. That's super easy. Kill the Abyssal Sire without letting any Scion mature. That's basically just a speed trial. We should be able to do that. Maybe not in the first couple, but we should be able to do that. Don't whip me. Kill the Abyssal Sire without being hit by any external tentacles. That should be pretty easy. I think if you just stay towards the middle, you should be good with that. Kill the Abyssal Sire without taking damage from the miasma pools. I don't know if I'll do that the first one, but that should be pretty simple. 50 times seems easy. Kill the Abyssal Sire only after stunning him once. That shouldn't be too bad, especially with Demon Bane weapons. Use the Vengeance spell to reflect the damage from the Abyssal Sire's explosion back to him. That one is an interesting one, especially because you typically want to stun him with Shadow Barrage, so I'm not sure how that one actually works. We'll have to figure that out. And then Perfect Sire, of course, is just playing everything perfectly. We might even get that passively. We'll see. But let's hop back. Well, let's hop right in to some kills and see how this goes. I think it skipped a phase. No? Am I tripping? Okay, that was weird. I feel like it skipped a phase there. No? All right, we got Respiratory Runner, which was cool. Respiratory Runner was kill Sire after only stunning him once, which makes sense. You should get that. Nice. There is the Don't Whip Me challenge. Basically, you just stay within these tiles here and you won't get hit by the tentacle. All right. Well, we got the Don't Stop Moving achievement, which is kill Abyssal Sire without taking damage from any miasma pools. I think I can do the perfect one now. I kind of understand it. I didn't have my shift click for the Scions, so made it a little tricky on the last phase, but I think I understand it now. There we go. Got the perfect Sire run. I wasn't recording for it though, so I'm kind of sad, but you guys saw at least the end of it. All right, the only other ones now is the kill tasks, which is 20 and 50, and kill the Abyssal Sire without letting the Scion mature, and Demonic Rebound. That one is going to be the tricky one. I have to figure out how to do this without letting it mature, though, because I don't know if that's just a DPS race or what. For the Demonic Rebound achievement here, basically you just have to use Venge on the big explosion. So A, we're going to have to remember not to step back when he teleports us, and B, we're going to have to get there. So we can't stun him, so I figured we can probably just use range and maybe it'll phase itself anyway. I'm not really sure. I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, I can get hit by tentacles as well. But I guess let's just attack him and see what happens. Like, I don't know if you can actually do the kill from here. I have no idea. Oh, okay. Doing a bunch of damage just straight up disorients him as well. Okay, so you don't necessarily have to do the Shadow Barrage method. You could just DPS it. Obviously, that's significantly slower, but for this purpose, it's actually pretty nice because now I just go into the kill normally. Got it, got it. Okay, I see. So now we'll just do this normally, except I don't have any pots. I didn't know that it would be a normal fight after doing some damage, so I didn't even bring anything really. That's why my gear's kind of scuffed here too. Alright, let's run back here. Pop range. I mean, we don't need perfect anymore anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. So right here, we venge. There we go. Oh my god, that hurt though. Finish it with this. Just kidding. Not hitting with this. Just kidding. Still not hitting. This. Not hitting. Ah. There we go. Alright. That wasn't bad. Alright. That was not bad at all. Let's go. Alright. Now, I think literally we just have to get 50 kills and figure out the killing it without letting any scion mature. Alright. Let's go. That's easy. That's about to be a green log for achievements. Alright, maybe I'm just a little too in my head about getting that achievement done. Because maybe we can just burst it at the end and actually get it done that way. So we're just gonna send some kills. I mean, we have 200 to figure it out. And who knows, maybe we'll end up completing it in that time. For the most part, the harder ones are out of the way. That is one of the easier ones, so I'm happy. I also did learn that after you stun the sire, if you just wait a second for the tentacles to go to sleep, you can just run up and hit them, and you don't have to worry about getting hit. Yes, we did it. And we actually just did it with our claws right there. Like it was really just a DPS check. Nice. All right, so within 15 kills, we have now completed all of the combat tasks, or rather, all of the mechanical combat tasks for Abyssal Sire. There's Abyssal Adept. That is 20 kills down, 30 more to go. Cannonball drops is nice, 300 cannonballs. One thing I've learned about this boss is if you have a ornate pool in your house, just teleport back between kills. Like the last phase, if you don't kill it fast, you take so much damage. But if you have a spec weapon, you shouldn't take very much damage, like at all. So definitely worth it if you have a spec weapon to teleport back and forth. Also, Scorching Bow makes this 10 million times easier, being able to one-shot the respiratories. Like, I use mithril arrows just because it does not matter at all. So again, if you have your Demon Bane weapons, you are good. I feel like there's not much you can get here early anyway that would really make you want to rush here before you have them. Um, I mean, maybe a bludgeon, maybe like before your Araxor grind, but in reality, I don't think it matters all that much. And then I also learned phase 2 and phase 3, just pray range. This phase, you're going to take damage, but if you have a spec weapon, you're going to be all right. And if you get too low, just teleport out. I mean, the boss is like super, super simple. And there is kill number 50, which means we have the Abyssal Veteran task completed. And also our 200th combat task completed. And that should be all of the Abyssal Sire combat tasks completed, which is pretty nice. And after completing all of these, I can honestly say I think I'm done with Sire for now. I'm gonna be honest. It's not a hard boss. It's not. It's just a little tedious just because I have to teleport out and come back. That's all. I would say if I were a lower level and I didn't have a good crush weapon, and I still needed it to do the Araxor grind, I would definitely grind this out and try to get these bludgeon pieces. However, at this point, I'm a little bit past that. Now, I will come back here at some point because I really like the pet, and I eventually will want to get the collection log and whatnot from here. So I'll definitely do these from time to time. It's not something that I have my eyes set on completely grinding right now, though. I really just want to get those combat tasks out of the way. I felt like it was a good time to do so. Seeing as I still need a imbued heart, I'm going to knock these out at normal Abyssal Demons anyway, and maybe we can get a superior and also knock that out. But that is going to be it for the Abyssal Sire grind for now. Also, here is all of the loot from my 50 Abyssal Sire kills. Basically made about 2 mil on that. Nothing too crazy. We didn't get any uniques or anything. But overall, not too bad at all. So I had a couple comments last video saying you wanted to see my XP drops that I use. So the plugin I use is customizable XP drops, and on the screen here you will see basically all of the important settings to get your XP drop moved to the center of your screen above your character. And also, for the people who are wondering how you got the little label to show up next to your dropped items, it is a plugin called Loot Filters for that. But that should help you guys out. If you enjoyed the video, made it this far, drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment. Let me know that you're enjoying the videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.